Okay, good afternoon, guys. I just want to do a short little video on something that I recently purchased that I think some of you guys might have some interest in. So I just bought an automatic floor shifter for my 1978 Dodge 4x4 van. And I was looking for information on these on YouTube and on the internet, and I can't really find that much information, so I thought I'd do a little video on it for you. We're talking about a Hurst Auto Stick 1, but for a truck or a van. Okay, so I'm just going to flip you guys around so you can see what I'm talking about. So here we have the Hurst Auto Stick 1. So this is part number 3150005. Says up here it's for a GM 350 turbo with or without four-wheel drive, but I know from this magazine here that this part number works for every single van and truck that you might have had. So this is one of the original ads for this guy for the Auto Stick 1. So if you can see there, we've got the Auto Stick in a Chevy. That's a Master Shift, a little bit different in a Ford. And this guy here is the Auto Stick in a Dodge van, okay? And the reason I know, even though that says 315, the reason I know is because in this guy here, from 1976 probably, they have this right here. This is the, I guess, Hot Rod Magazine article on this van shifter. So if you look right here, that is the shifter parts that come with this van. This is the installation instructions kind of for this van specifically. And the article here shows them putting it into a Econoline, not necessarily into a Chevy. And when you run the part number for this guy, back on this page right here, you'll notice that the 315, this one's a 003 Auto Stick, is the same for every single van. This guy right here is a 315-005, but every part is exactly the same. So I got this guy here, new old stock in the box from just somebody online. I believe it's new old stock in the box. I'm not really sure. The box is right there. It's in relatively good shape. And everything seemed to come with it. Okay, so I'm just going to show this to you guys here because there's not much information on these. So this guy right here is your original stick shifter, your straight stick. And as you can see from this guy here, all of these van ones come with that same straight stick. Okay, this is your Auto Stick 1 shifter box. Okay, so if you look down in here, it's a little bit tough to see, but you've got all of your detents in there, right? It's got its original grease. This here is, the reason I think it's new old stock is because one, it looks like it's in really, really good shape, but two, like it doesn't look like it's ever been bolted up to there, right? The bolts look really good. Doesn't look like anything's gone through it yet before, right? But that guy right there is your actual shifter. This right here is your mount. This one here, I think specifically is for the Chevy. However, when you look through the instructions on the Dodge and the Ford ones, the Dodge and the Ford ones don't require a mount to bolt on your transmission. So they only had to design one for a Chev. Okay, this is your shift pattern right here. So you've got park, you slide over to reverse, then you slide it back to neutral, down to drive, and then second and low. And then if you slide it over to the left, you've got a ratchet shift up to from first to second, and then from second to third. Okay. And then over there, this is the bracket that goes on your transmission. This bracket here is, oh, it looks like that's been put on before. This bracket is generic. Okay. So again, if I refer back to the magazine there, which I don't need to, but it only comes with one type of bracket, right? And this specifically is the bracket it comes with, I guess. If you look here, the bracket's not in that one. If you look down there, you can see the bracket. Where is it? Right here, right? The bracket's relatively similar. Okay, and then if you slide back over to here, this is your mounting plate. So on a Chevy and a Dodge, this guy here mounts to the floor of the van. These 3 holes here mount to the back of the shifter plate, right? You've got 2 bolt holes right there, right? And then your 3rd one is the big center, that big center bolt. And then this guy up here, that goes on the bottom of the shifter on the far side like this, and that's what attaches your cable. Okay, now the reason these were really great for vans and for trucks as opposed to the regular auto stick was because they were a cable, right? So this is your Hurst cable. It's got your number on it. I don't know if it's ever been used or not. Right, so there's the number, the factory number for that guy. And then there's the factory number for that shifter lever. I don't think there's 2 numbers on it, is there? No, 1, right? So it's a big, giant, says Hurst there. It's a big, giant shifter. And I think for sake of argument, well, there's the size of my arm, but I'd imagine it's probably about 15 inches long. It's a big, tall shifter, right? Anyways, so the reason they worked really well is because in the vans or the trucks specifically, you could mount the shifter kind of wherever you wanted, like a newer style automatic shifter. But back in the late 70s and the early 80s, most of the automatic shifters bolted onto the transmission, which means that you're limited to where it can go. Because this guy had the cable, it was really great for the van specifically. So I'm going to put this guy in my 4-wheel drive van. I will try to do another video. There's all the parts for it right there in a big shot. I will try to do another video on it when it is installed in the van so you guys can see it. But, and sorry, also that is for mounting it into either a Chevy or a Dodge 4x4. This guy right here, I believe that's your 4-speed hole, or sorry, not your 4-speed, geez, it's an automatic, your transfer case, right, on the Dodge and the Chev. And then these are your cutouts. That's your cutout for the shifter, and that's the hole pattern that you have to drill, right, for it. And then the other thing that I did get with it, which is kind of cool, is its warranty card, right? So anyways, there it is. That is the Hurst Auto Stick 1 shifter and the instructions. I hope you guys find this useful. If any of you out there have one of these and don't know what it is, that is what it is for. They are relatively rare and hard to find now, so hold on to it. All right, have a good one.